Tyler's strategy on whooping Bo's ass.
Yeah,
because
let's look at the picture right now. The size difference, the weight class.
I'm a very little guy.
But he does have more training. So let's hear your strategy.
Okay, so assuming we start at a distance, and
which
we're
I
not
hope
like,
it never comes down to this.
At
No.
distance, like, you mean like a Revolutionary War type thing
Yes.
where you're across a
Yes.
field and you run at each other?
Yeah. Like,
XFL rules.
You ever
Old
been
school
to a metal show where they're like split up? Okay, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, Korn
Looking
did
for,
that
like,
once. It was terrifying.
A
I was
Korn
like,
meets
great.
Wall of Death, I believe.
Yeah, Wall of Death.
Korn meets Moses, sort of split the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
All right. So we're at a distance, right? We're just eyeing each other. We took 10 paces away from one another.
It's a duel.
Let's make it 30 paces.
So I could get a really good running start. No, but I would say I got to take out your knee. You're a bigger guy. Got to take out your knee. So heavy leg kicks.
Yeah.
Low to knee, below the knee. If I could stop him from walking, then he's fucked. Then I could just back up 10 feet every time.
But he's not going to just sit there and let you kick him.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Well, but if he...
Smother.
Yeah. No, if we were standing sparring and I was taking leg kicks, I would have to just...
You would have to try to grab me, yeah.
Just get you.
But so that's the thing is I feel like if you tried to grab me, I would let you grab me.
Okay.
But I would secure an arm because I think that'd be your weakest point.
I think you're underestimating just a regular body slam.
How strong you are? A regular body slam.
Yeah, just pick you up and throw you on the
but
ground.
I don't think you could just pick me up and throw me on the ground.
Would you do that? One of the reasons why I can't watch UFC is when they lay on their back and they put their arms and legs up in the air when they get ready. Like if this is involved in a fight, I don't want to see it.
Well, it's like
Come get me.
Get off your fucking back.
Come change me.
Well, it's usually like a grappler who is like so much
Pees
better
on you.
than them at jiu-jitsu. Like they get knocked down, they're like, "Oh, come on!"
Yeah. No,
Come into my
they're
world.
in their mind they're at an advantage, but
Why
it
don't they
does
just
look
haul off
silly
and kick them in the head as hard as they can right there, like
Yeah,
a soccer
because
ball?
they're rotating.
You can only do
quickly
that
and-
in mostly Asian MMA leagues.
You couldn't do that in UFC. You couldn't
cannot-
just soccer ball his head.
You cannot soccer kick. You can't head stomp in the UFC.
And
but
you can't kick at all when they're on their back, right?
you can't kick to the head if someone is a grounded opponent, which is basically if their knee is on the ground, they're grounded. You can't just kick them in the head.
Oh, he's grounded.
Yeah.
Go to your
So there's
room.
there's all sorts of
Khabib.
like little rules about shit like that. But if you go back and watch Pride or like a lot of ONE FC, which is the organization out of China, you can just if you're on the ground grappling, you can just knee them in the head while you're both on the ground. If someone is on top of you, you can like knee them in their head, which you can't do in the UFC. You can just stomp.
So
on people. It's sick.
continue your strategy.
All right.
So you're planning on leg kicks. Like
I
we're
think-
standing up.
Okay, so here we are. Taylor's on his back with his legs
Well, so that's
in the air.
yeah. I'm like scooting up to you like this, right?
I just walk away.
Get your diaper changed.
I won the fight. If you leave, I win.
I go take
Forfeit.
your car.
Forfeit.
I know where you put your keys at. And I just steal your car.
He puts his arm around your girlfriend and walks away to your car.
Because I feel more confident.
Sorry, Jasmine.
In a,
This is for theatrics.
I feel more confident in a grappling match against you than I do.
Oh, you would kill me in a grappling.
But that's
match.
the thing.
What about a gunfight?
If you,
I win that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Texas.
got a pretty good shot.
You won't see me coming in all this camo.
I won't see. Oh, what the
duel.
No,
I
I haven't shot a ton of handguns. I grew up shooting shotguns and
I
rifles.
haven't either. Yeah, I've shot way more rifles than shotguns.
Yeah, I haven't. I've shot a handgun like 5 times ever.
I got to
That's
shoot a
all.
machine gun from the 50s, which was sick.
That's awesome. Like a Chicago typewriter.
It was a British gun
Oh.
that I had used previously in
A Thomas gun.
yeah, Thomas gun.
Yeah.
What's there's one of the Call of Duty games that took place
Where
in World
the
War
clip
II.
is sideways.
Yeah, where it's sideways.
I don't know what that's called, but that's cool.
It was
I've
sick.
never shot a fully automatic weapon.
It was scary.
I
We like
sure
shot
have.
some like promo commercial for a gun range, and they let us just shoot
Nice.
all day. It was awesome.
The one time I got to shoot a handgun was a 1911, and now I've always thought that was the coolest handgun. Because it was my buddy's stepdad took us out there to a range, and we got to. I mean, we were there for hours. So to say I shot a handgun once, is true, but we like went through tons of rounds. It was super fun.
Damn.
But that gun claps. It's a powerful. I don't know if it was 45 ACP or 9mm. I'm not sure.
I burned my thumb the first time I shot a handgun.
Really?
So I had my thumb in the wrong spot. The fucking round.
First time
flew out, the casing flew out.
Oh, the
burnt.
casing caught your thumb?
Yeah,
Oh,
burned my thumb.
fuck.
First time I shot a 30-aught, put the scope right on my eye. Had a perfect
I
black
call
eye.
that a redneck kiss.
It's so
That's
stupid.
fucked up,
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, because I didn't know, because you just always think, as a kid, you're like, you put your eye on the scope, you're actually sitting back,
Yeah.
you know, from the scope, and you're looking through it, like, kind of like what you're actually supposed to do with most telescopes. You're not like, ugh.
Yeah, they're not supposed
Unless it has an eye cup, you're not supposed to do
Yeah, it's not a viewfinder for a fucking camera.
In the military,
Which I didn't know.
they train you to keep both eyes open too while you're looking.
Oh,
through it.
yeah,
You're not supposed
I've
to
heard
squint
that.
one eye.
Whoa.
See, I was not taught that by my redneck uncle. So
Do you think you could get like a cyborg eye that only saw in like telescopes?
Yeah, I have
and then
one
you
of
could
those.
go,
you do
like,
have. Oh yeah,
I do.
You could go back
From the
and forth.
military.
Yep. That's,
I knew
you
the
know, my
military. That's
cyborg eye.
socialist organization.
That's
Why do you
you-
think that my eyes are so big? You think they're just normally this buggy? No, these are cyborg eyes. They're early models.
I assumed that
older.
was the
you
drugs.
just go up to other people with buggy eyes and be like, cyborg eyes?
Yeah,
You got cyborg eyes?
I flash them my real eyes, which are like little red dots in the middle.
Yeah.
You,
See?
Steve Buscemi, and Pete Davidson all have meetups.
Yep. We're all cyborgs, dude. I don't know why there's so much more famous cyborgs than I am. It's bullshit.
Your time's coming.
Pete Davidson got the cyborg cock, too.
Yeah, he
I
did.
didn't
Yeah,
get
that you got to spend more time in the military to get.
Yeah.
Or your dad has to die in 9/11 because that's
That's what it was.
that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Nobody got the android cock before that.
The president is like, "You have been awarded."
He just kneels down and gives it to him
Yeah.
like a samurai sword.
It's in a leather case.
What is adamantium? That's what I was thinking of.
Adamantium?
Is that what Wolverine's
that?
bones are made out of?
Oh, adamantium.
Adamantium.
That's the nerdiest answer I've ever
Unobtainium is
made.
what you were
Yeah.
thinking
Oh,
of.
Unobtainium is
That's Avatar.
that's Avatar, and then
I don't know what the Wakanda stuff is.
fuck, I do.
I'm trying to be a better person. I had like 9 things I could have said right there. And I didn't.
Oh, I didn't even get the joke. Jesus. But it is throughout the Marvel universe.
What are
it's not
catalytic
just
converters made out of?
He's hiding behind the wall of not being able to be seen.
Right, that's right.
But what was that you said about catalytic converters in Wakanda? I couldn't
I've
hear.
had mine stolen and my roommates in the same week. It was
Jesus,
terrible.
Really?
Yeah, my old place. When
That's
I
fucked
had
up.
that shitty Cadillac, catalytic.
Damn.
You know,
I guess the older cars have like a nicer one.
his was like a Honda. Those are like. So mine was just fucked with. I don't think they actually got anything off of it, but it did sound different. But it was also a piece of shit car to begin with. His was definitely stolen, but mine was an attempted steal because we were parked right behind each other. And I mean,
Dude,
it's
I
like
remember-
behind a building. I had a nice bicycle that was just sitting back there unlocked. They didn't take that. They wanted the caddies.
That's crazy. I remember in like the early Fast and Furious days, kids would just pull it so that their car sounded insanely loud.
Yeah, and that's dumb.
Yeah.
And just pollutes all to hell.
They made an entire franchise out of that.
But that's all that it does, right?
I believe so. I actually don't know.
It's for carbon emissions, isn't it?
Oh, that I don't know.
I thought it was like a filter, air filter.
I know it definitely makes it louder when you get rid of it.
yeah, I'm
but
not
it's
really
still
sure.
drivable?
It's not. I don't believe it is in California.
Like
because of
legally
ours.
drivable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's still.
But the
physically
car will
drivable.
drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Did people also used to drill holes in their mufflers? Isn't that
They
another
did.
thing?
Yes.
Oh, like the Oakland thing? Like whoop whoop? That stuff?
Yeah,
that was fun.
exactly.
Wait. What about
yeah,
the?
it's an exhaust emission control device that converts toxic gases and pollutants in exhaust gas to less toxic pollutants, like catalyzing a redox reaction.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's really
There's a
doing.
slight reduction.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember those little things? I think it was California specific, but the little things they would put on the back of their car that would make it whistle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
That's what
too.
you're talking
The
about?
Oakland thing.
You're thinking of that guy who went viral on the news?
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's different than drilling holes in your muffler to
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
loud instead of
I
like
thought that's what they were doing.
buying like
I
a
went
catback
to,
system.
I went to like a bad kid high school, and there was like
Bad
a
kid.
few kids there who had roll bars in their Honda Civics and took all the seats out and drilled holes in their mufflers, and it would be like.
That's my buddy Jeff. Growing up, had a hatchback Honda Civic. He took the back seats out completely for weight reduction, obviously, so you could hit the quarter-mile a little faster in the Honda Civic.
Yeah. Plus, he doesn't have to admit he doesn't have any friends.
No, exactly. Well,
Yeah,
he did, but
okay.
we were in middle school at the time.
Oh, yeah.
He had a car.
He had middle school friends.
Yeah.
And he was 36.
Yeah, he was 36.
Don't touch my knee.
I did just touch your knee. I saw the 666 and I just wanted to rub it for a good
So
look.
don't be homophobic.
Yeah.
That wasn't homophobic. I
That
just
was.
don't want to be touched.
Oh, it's personal space now.
You two should kiss him and
If you want to kiss me and touch my face,
Overcorrection.
Was that a diss? I don't know.
yeah, you better touch
Roasted.
Me. You better touch me. That's not my knee. Sorry, your friend, 38 years old.
So my
He's
friend's
47 years
38
old, hanging
yeah.
out with middle schoolers.
He's the only 148-year-old.
Remind me after this story because I have similar stories.
Yeah, but you can't tell it on. Oh, after the
No,
story.
I'm
I'm
after
done.
your story.
Tell me your pedophile story.
No, it wasn't a pedophile, but didn't y'all have? So we had like friends like around weed smoking time, like
Wait.
like
is around?
you know,
Like
like
11:30?
16s.
420?
No,
Is that
no,
what
no.
you're
I
talking
mean
about?
age wise, like early to mid high school.
18 to 21.
We definitely had older guys that were just around that sometimes were selling us weed, sometimes gave us weed. There was never, like, there was this one dude that we found out years later was in his mid 30s, and we didn't know.
I was like if anybody was like 22 or older when I was like 16, I was like, you're weird.
No, we were like, this
old
guy
and
has
gross.
You
this guy
seem
has
like
weed.
the mean, like teenage girl.
Yeah.
That's like, you're 30.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't hang out with anybody older than
we
me.
were so stupid. We were just like, oh, this guy, like this one dude that sold weed had to have lived at his parents' house, this nice house, on like a man-made pond, and go buy weed from him, and you'd smoke with him and hang out, and he probably had a daytime job. Like, we were 15, 16 years old. That's fucking weird.
So
That's
weird.
very weird.
But the other dude hung out with us all the time, and then one day disappeared.
Was he mentally deficient?
No, neither of them were. Well, I mean, you have to be to a degree to be hanging out with.
Right, but not like he didn't get money from the government.
I think the one that I think the one that
Get
actually
cheese
hung
from
out
the
with us was trying to, because we'd have parties, like trying to hit on the younger girls, which
Yeah.
we didn't know at the time, and I didn't even know he was that young. I thought maybe
That
he
old,
was,
you mean?
Or that old. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, he must be like 18, 19, maybe. But
When I was a kid, I thought that was weird, but now I think it's totally normal, and I hang out with high school kids all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, people change.
Like,
That shit is.
I sell kids weed all day.
Yeah, right? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's weird. When I moved to South Carolina, as a very small town, there was a lot of that because the school that I went to was kindergarten through 12th grade. So when you're in middle school, you know the seniors, you know the people who are in like first and second
You know
grade.
the
Like,
town.
You're around
Yeah.
all of that. So it's like if you're in middle school, 6th grade, you know those seniors, and then they graduate, go off to college, come back, live there. They're just a part of your life still, even though they're in their like late 20s. You're in high school. People date high school stuff all the
Like
time.
Jerry O'Connell and Can't Hardly Wait.
I never seen Can't Hardly Wait. Oh wait, no, I have seen Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, remember he's
with fucking Seth Green.
yeah. Seth Green and Jennifer Love Hewitt, more
Yes.
importantly.
Yeah, with
The legend.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's the only time that I've felt seen as a Barry Manilow fan. Is in that movie because
Are you a Barry Manilow
I
fan?
love Barry Manilow. Yeah, that's the only.
What does he sound like? I don't even know what that
fly me to.
is. Is he
No.
a crooner?
No,
Is he a crooner?
He's a gay crooner. So that's basically what he is.
He's gay?
Yeah, he's gay. He came out in his like late 60s. Now I can only think of fucking Frank Sinatra songs. God damn it.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I literally cannot think of a song.
I didn't know Barry Manilow was gay.
We're
Ultimate
just two
Manilow.
ships that pass in the night.
That's also
I'm like
a Frank
only think.
Sinatra.
No, it's not. Is it? Yeah.
Don't get our episode
It's
taken
very
down.
like emotional, like love songy.
You know, I was thinking Rod Stewart this whole time.
Yeah, and that's why you sang Frank Sinatra.
I was joking. Either
Oh,
way.
were you?
Are either of these? There's only 2 YouTube comments on Ultimate Manilow, and are either of these you? One says,
Both.
If I just close
Different
my
accounts.
if I just close my eyes, I will go back to the '80s when these songs gave me memories for life. I will always love Barry Manilow. Was that you?
Doesn't make sense though, because you could listen to it
Yeah,
now and it would give you memories.
But wait, if you have
Are you
memories
the
of
saying
'80s.
life,
Mother's Daughter
why would
61
you-
is full of shit?
Yeah, come at us, mother daughter 61.
Okay, well, this
Damn,
other
a
one,
dual
What does that
account.
mean? She's a mother and a daughter.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling
She's
like this
61?
next one was me.
it's a plus sign, and then it says praise Jesus.
That
Yeah,
was me.
that was you.
Oh, this is a long one. Hold on, read more.
Wait,
Yeah.
they don't know that they're
Okay.
gay.
Yeah, give us the whole thing.
When I was a college student, heard Mr. Barry Manilow songs.
Mr. Barry.
Mr. Barry.
God bless and keep Mr. Barry Manilow forever. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son.
What?
And whoever
It's his
believes
only
him
begotten
shall
son.
not perish.
Wait, is Barry
But,
the one and only son, or is she talking about Jesus now?
I think she switched to Jesus.
That's real trickery.
That's user HQ1DD40K5S. Is that you?
That was me.
That wasn't me,
I
but
can't believe full circle. I set you up. I actually brought up. I made you bring up. Can't hardly wait.
Okay, Copacabana?
At the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana.
yeah, I don't know all the words. What is this dance?
I think you're just going to get a little demonetized, not taken down.
Yeah. What does this mean, though, when people dance like this?
That means you're pretending there's a girl in your
That's
arms.
what they're doing?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a dance.
Bo, you do that in the movie.
I do.
Oh my
Because
god!
I think it's funny.
The movie that we're in, you do
oh,
that in
you're
the
like,
movie.
I'm a ballroom dancer. I'm like I can dance certain ways. So I'm gonna show you. If you join me, I can dance like this. But what's the hand? I guess that would
It's
be
like,
her
yeah,
back.
her back.
Yeah, and then
and
the
that's
hands
holding
up.
her hand.
Yeah, just stick out your belly farther so it feels like it's where her back would be. There you go.
It's like twerking. It's like it's mimicking something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to bring something to the imagination.
Yeah.
What are they mimicking, Brian?
Sex.
Yeah.
Let Brian answer. What are they mimicking, Brian?
Sex.
Oh, okay.
What did you think? Hold on, I'm going through Barry Manilow YouTube comments.
Yeah, give us another one.
I don't know, like
Wait, you're wearing Powered by Freedom shirt? I bet when we walked up, you're like, fuck, they still haven't noticed how cool my shirt is.
No. No, fuck, they haven't mentioned how depressed I clearly am. At 80, I'm 80, and I still love this song. It never gets old. I mumbo to the bar and back. Doesn't this make you want to get up and join a conga line? LOL. 80 years old, right? LOL.
I like her.
LOL.
I want to hang out with
Charles, you like her?
She
her. Seems like a woman.
Charles Mott.
Charles thinks
942.
LOL stands for lots
Hey.
of laughs.
Charlie was a woman's name for a bit.
Yeah.
I've known multiple Charlies that
Charlie
are, that
Theron?
are women. High quality comedy coming from Brian Balky
Whoa.
behind the scenes. Wow.
Zinger!
Give me a whoop.
Wait, what's the button I can hit?
Thank you. At the Copacabana.
That was so luck.
Oh, what the fuck?
This is
Oh, we got a fucking...
I love these.
What's that called?
A rim shot.
Rim shot. Yeah.
I
I was looking for the song.
the button.
Is the traffic reporter helicopter still on there?
No,
No,
that's
he
not
had
on
to
there.
pull that up.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I like a comment like this on YouTube. Happy birthday, Barry Manilow. Born on June 17th, 1943.
Holy shit.
He is an American singer and songwriter with a career that spans 7 decades. His hit recordings include Could It Be Magic, Looks Like We Made It,
Is this just a
Mandy,
Wikipedia?
Write the Songs, Can't
Looks
Smile Without
like
You,
we
and
made it.
Copacabana. And then a link to his Wikipedia. What? I just don't understand.
That could be like a bot
that's his PR
comment.
team like spreading knowledge about Barry Manilow. If you find that YouTube page, fuck you.
So I went on that guy who commented that page, and it's just videos of male cardinals, not like religious cardinals, but the birds.
I got you.
But why male?
They're the prettier ones.
Video of male cardinal in backyard.
Male
Ronnie the redhead, red-bellied woodpecker. Male cardinal.
Isn't that what you call your? Male birds are always the prettier ones because they have to show
have to
off
fly.
for sex.
This is a very sexual podcast.
Stop it. Wait. What was that?
Definitely not.
Dude,
making
I gotta
any money
say,
on this.
the song "Looks Like We Made It" is probably one of the saddest songs I've ever heard in my life. Listen to it alone, smoke a little bit of weed, don't call your mom for a week. Turn this shit off.
I didn't know it didn't stop.
Is it crickets?
It sounds like a rusty wheel.
You programmed it.
No, I didn't. That's stock.
That stock?
Yeah, I have an SD card with my own programmed ones on there, but it's just a hit. It's a hit piece on Zach Stein.
Can we? Is it?
Yeah, because whenever he doesn't show up to our podcast, I've programmed all these terrible out of context things he said on our podcast. we were doing an episode on Allen Ginsberg and how naughty he was, and he was reading a quote. Allen Ginsberg was defending NAMBLA because he's a member of NAMBLA.
Sick.
And in the quote, he goes, "I like boys. Who doesn't?" So I cut that out, and I just play that now for Zach.
What was the bit that they had on South Park? The other NAMBLA that was like the Marlon Brando.
I don't even remember.
It's an old
The North American Marlon Brando Love Association.
and there's just a bunch of dudes that look like Marlon Brando.
Oh my
It's
god!
like we came up with it,
I know.
but instead we just said something that someone else funny made
So,
up.
Bo,
Yeah,
I've noticed
great.
you shaved your head.
Yeah, I did. What do you think?
What
do
is
you
that?
think?
Is that a 1?
It was. I went clean shaven.
Yeah, I showed
Third
up
gen.
when we went.
I looked
we
like
hung
a
out,
thumb,
and he
dude.
had no hair, shaved his face, all gone.
What happened?
First round of chemo.
Just fun. Yeah, he made a chemo joke when I walked
Did
up.
you have a good time? Was it fun for you? to do
I
that?
like it now that I have some facial hair. I was happy to shave the head, but when I shaved the head and shaved the face clean, I looked like Bill O'Brien. Like I looked like a fucking I looked like a thumb, dude. I did not like it.
You look like Hank from Breaking Bad.
I did not like it.
fuck.
So if I'll shave the head 100 more times, but I'm always leaving something on the face because
Yeah.
it just does not look good.
right.
It's like, and maybe it's your eye adjusting to how your face looks. I think that's a big part of
Well,
it.
it's like your head actually like shrinks and grows as you cut your hair.
Oh
or
no!
your
It
beard or
like
anything. It's
like I'm looking at the monitor now, and I think I look relatively normal. But if I did it the day after, I would think my head looked tiny
yeah.
and like fat.
If I shaved my beard, my neck would look like it was 14 inches long.
Exactly. I don't have a huge double chin, but I have one. Just looking down a little bit, and with no hair, it looks fucking disgusting. And I don't have a butt chin like Bill O'Brien, but I looked like Bill O'Brien.
I think you look nice.
But going back to being a big boy, I had dinner with my dad or lunch with my dad when I was in Texas, and he was like,
Whataburger?
No, we got some oysters.
Oh, nice.
We got some Gulf oysters. You know, the good stuff.
You say
Oil oysters.
Oysters.
BP seasoned oysters.
how do you say it?
Whataburger?
No, the
Oysters?
yeah. I say oysters,
Oysters.
Oysters?
but it's oysters.
not
Why do you say-
Worcestershire.
Yeah, what do you...
I don't know why.
Do you have big veneers?
I said
Why
oysters
is
my
it
whole
oysters?
life. Oysters.
This is the first time that me and my dad were talking, and we were just talking about. He was like, "Oh, you're bigger now," and he was like, "I've always dealt with my weight," and he's like, He was like, "I weigh like 220," and I was like, "Fuck, I weigh more than my dad now.
Yeah.
We're the exact same height."
Did you kick his ass finally?
He's still pretty. I mean,
He's got good leg kicks.
I could beat the dog shit out of my dad now.
I think because
Yeah.
of age, but in terms of strength, like a few years ago, my dad would wipe the floor with me for
Yeah.
sure. He's a big dude. He's 6'2". He's always been over 250, and now he's like 220.
Lineman?
Yeah, no, yeah, O-line. Was originally going to play at A&M. Played all through high school.
He committed to A&M?
Yeah.
Scholarship?
Yep.
Damn. What happened?
Wow.
He quit and wanted to do medical school, and then he ended up going into engineering.
It's funny that I didn't expect that to be like, I was ready to make fun of him, but I was like, that's a good decision.
Yeah.
That's a very good decision.
No,
his body would have been destroyed, and he would have had like a PE degree.
Yeah, no, he transitioned. His brother, when he was in 8th grade, was in Vietnam, and so I think football was like a stress reliever, an anger release kind of thing. And then when he got there, he was like, because back then A&M football was very military style. Like all of A&M is very military style. And I think he just made the decision he wanted to be a doctor first, and then got an engineering degree, and then worked for a little company called Enron.
Oh.
And
Sick.
lost all of his money.
Damn.
So he left the company before it went under.
I have the ladies of Enron Playboy right over there. I swear to God.
No shit.
I swear to God.
He
It's
lost
the funniest Playboy ever.
He left to become a headhunter, still had all his stock in Enron, lost a huge chunk of his money, and then has rebuilt himself and worked for a water company for a while, and it's doing good. Shout out to you, Dad, if you listen to this ever. I don't know.
Shout
if
out
Is
you
his name Mo?
No, it's Robert.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Bob.
you're a junior.
No, I'm not a junior. Our middle names are different.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's just a series of bows, though.
Well, he was never went by Bo. He went by Bob.
He does now.
damn.
And I'll take. Why don't you send Bo Senior down here to have a conversation with him?
But when Minute Maid Park was first
Enron
built,
Field.
it was Enron Field, and we
Yeah.
would have company tickets, like pretty good tickets, like not box, but like behind first base, a little ways up, and
Yeah.
that was the Enron area, and we'd go there all the time, and then
That was the Bagwell Biggio era. Dude.
yeah,
That's
it was,
sick.
it was,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
Moses Alou, all those.
Oh
dudes.
shit! Yeah.
yeah.
You do Immaculate
dude.
Grid?
What's that?
You do the Immaculate Grid?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay, I'll talk about it later. It's not interesting.
Some
enough.
Illuminati shit.
Two
okay.
sports.
Yeah.
Well, I was
For
gonna
Taylor.
say,
Yeah, it's two sports.
it's-
Are you excited about football?
What?
Yeah. Yes,
Fuck
I am.
off.
Yeah, I am too.
No.
I watch preseason.
Pause. We're talking about dads.
Okay, Dad.
Well, I was just gonna say that whole story was like really reminiscent of my dad and his brother, except just like mixed up because my uncle played football like in college, played for the Citadel, and then eventually,
Which is also very military.
yeah,
Yep.
well, yeah, that's about as military. as you
Hence
get.
the name.
Yeah, but then he got called to go to Vietnam, and they both got drafted.
The little brother, your uncle.
Yeah,
So it was flipped.
Yeah, and so my dad and my brother, they both got drafted, but my dad had been in a motorcycle accident. So when they did the physical, and they were like, "Okay, move your arms up this way,"
Couldn't
he
move them
literally could his right arm doesn't go back,
Hey, John McCain.
and they were like, "Yeah, but," and so like
John McCain went to Vietnam.
No, I
yeah.
know, but he can't lift his arm. That was the reference.
He
It
did
could have
shoot
been more
somebody
off,
in the head. No, but yeah, but
It was
so
a sick
same,
reference. Shut up.
same like split of like brother went off
Yep.
to war and came back, but when my uncle came back, he ended up coaching. Lives in Texas, and so or doesn't anymore, passed away, but coached a lot in Texas. Rice,
God rest his soul.
TCU, Houston. He was a linebacker coach.
H-Town.
But same thing. My name is Philip Rizzo, but I have a different middle name, so I would be.
We're living the same
I
life.
would
Not
be
parallel.
Filippo. You should be Filippo
Well,
Rizzo.
do you know-
So
do you
my
know your-
uncle or my grandfather's name is Filippo, and when he came through Ellis Island, they made him Americanize his name to Philip.
Yeah, they're like, that name sucks.
Yeah, they're like,
Philip.
let's change this, and so
Phil is sick, though.
Phil
Yeah.
Rizzo?
Phil is good.
Phil Rizzo's.
I think
Phil
Phil's a
Rizzo's pretty
solid
cool.
name.
Yeah.
Philip always sounds like a guy with glasses, like, oh.
I wanted
Phil,
to.
really?
Yeah, Phil does.
Well, Philip Rivers,
He is.
There's
that,
hold
he's
on.
a nerd.
The
No.
principal at a school
Mormon.
in my town in South, not at a different school in my town in South Carolina, because my dad was my principal. His name was Phil McCracken.
That's a good name.
No, it's not.
That's a solid name.
Phil my
Phil
Kraken.
McCracken.
Okay.
That is
You've
not-
never heard that? That's like a name people use all the
and
time.
it was his
Wait.
actual name,
I wanna-
Philip McCracken.
I want to get back to Vietnam, and I want to
Philip
talk.
Rivers is a Catholic, by the way. He's not a Mormon.
Really?
You
Yeah.
dumb bitch.
What's with the no cursing? That's not a Catholic thing.
I know.
Catholics, we
He's
curse
sort
like
of
crazy.
is.
He's devout.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
what was I about to?
Vietnam.
No.
You said getting back to the Vietnam.
I want to get back to the Vietnam thing, but what was I going to say?
I can't.
Just read my mind.
Oh,
Well, what did your dad do in Vietnam? Do you know?
my dad didn't go.
Oh,
my uncle.
your uncle.
My uncle went.
Oh, so it was both uncles.
No, so
I thought you were saying
it
was flipped.
No, it was just that they both got drafted, but that my dad just didn't.
He couldn't
go.
Got it.
But
got
also,
it.
but also couldn't really play sports or like he couldn't do any of that stuff because of the same reason.
Because of his arm
injuries.
from the
motorcycle
motorcycle accident.
And so, but that was like my uncle's whole life was football.
Did he play in college and everything?
Yeah, he played at the Citadel.
And then what position did he play?
I believe he was linebacker, and then eventually went on to play linebacker or to be a linebacker coach.
I think defensive wise, linebacker is like the hot shot position.
Yeah,
the middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense.
Yeah,
dude, my uncle he's the shit, man. I miss him. He told me this story one time. They were playing in Hawaii, and that they were right in front of the student section for some reason. Like the student section was behind the opposing team's bench, and that they were like yelling shit to him the whole time, so that he would go over in between stuff and he would like stand like military style with his hands behind his back, and then he would just flick them off every once in a while, and they started like losing their minds, and then there was like articles in the papers that were like, student section is rowdier than ever to support their team, but it was like
because he flicked them off.
Because he kept flicking them off, and it was like.
But also think about that time period. Flicking someone off is like straight up saying like.
Yeah, and in like
the worst shit to somebody now.
When especially like you're doing it like in a really public space, like to all these college kids that fucking hate you anyways. Yeah.
Wait, where is Citadel?
The Citadel's in South Carolina.
That's what I thought.
I thought it was in Virginia.
Nope, Citadel is right in Charleston, South Carolina. Did you went downtown when you were there, right? You know, was there like Marion Square is like this big, just square open park in the middle
with the cannons.
With the cannon. Oh no, that's the one by the water.
Yeah.
But there's one in the center, and you can see like this pink building that looks like a barracks. That's the original Citadel. That's right downtown, and then it's moved now to like a way bigger campus.
They always have like huge hazing issues and stuff.
They definitely. I mean,
I feel like any military school has heavy hazing.
Yeah, my brother went there, and so he got to deal with a bunch of that shit.
Or military leaning. It doesn't have to be West Point, but like I feel like it's probably less at West Point than it is some of these military adjacent schools because it's so strict at some of. I could be wrong. It could be as gnarlier than any other place.
I mean, your first year in military school, like I can't speak for anything, but like the Citadel, like you're called a knob, like you're not, and like you have to walk in the gutter. You're not allowed to walk on the sidewalks, like around campus. Like it's just weird.
Yeah, break it down so you can build it back up.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about going to a military school?
No, I couldn't get into those. Those are hard to get into.
They're very hard to get into.
No, fuck no.
A lot of like. You do like ROTC program in high school, and then that like puts you in a better position to get in, and then that puts you in a better position.
But even if you do ROTC, if your grades aren't good, if you're not an athlete, you're not getting into West Point. You're not getting into Naval. You're not getting into Naval Academy.
From a senator, you have to have seriously.
No, I know.
Yeah, you have to like fucking do like community service. It sucks. It's like a full-time job trying to get in there, unless you're good at football.
So
that's true.
So my uncle, he's in his 70s now. He's only probably 8-9 years older than my dad. He was in Quezon during the siege of Quezon, and but he never tells me any of the war stuff, but he told me all of his shenanigans.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So like the coolest story that he told me, and great dude, very fun guy, surfer when he was younger, like, but you never know how much is truth and how much is like if the fish was this big or this big kind of guy. Like there's truth in everything he says, but it's like maybe he embellished it. But like so they had R&R in Hawaii. They got to go to Hawaii at some point, and he was like, I'm gonna go home. But you could go home if you had a family. and he didn't have a family. He didn't have anybody. So he traded ID cards with a friend. This is what he told me. He traded ID cards with a friend, flew back from Hawaii to Houston, and without any notice, my dad was waiting by the window, like, for his older brother to come home, because that's how sad he was, like, in 7th grade, that his brother was gone.
Damn.
And his brother walks up, and he's just like, they hang out for, like,
He's like, holy goddamn shit, what tarnation.
no, but they lived in,
Golly gee.
you wouldn't even believe how, like they weren't absolute poverty, but it was a small place. I've been back to it once, and it is not a good looking place now, so I can't imagine what it was then.
Yeah.
So he walks up, and it's literally hugs and kisses from the mom and dad, and then he just goes straight back. It's like 2 hours, and then he leaves.
That's crazy.
And my dad confirmed that story. The story that I don't believe is that when he got done with Vietnam, he was surfing, and he was telling me, yeah, we basically invented surfing in Mexico.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's very, you can
He's
look
like-
that
That's
up.
pretty
He's
historically
like,
inaccurate.
No, he invented it. He was like, yeah, we brought
In
surfing
Mexico.
to all these places in Mexico. And
Charlie
I was like,
don't
"Oh,
surf."
Yeah. No, he was that guy.
Yeah.
Like, and if you met him now, he's just the wildest dude. He's
That's
so funny.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sounds like a liar, but
That's
it.
like,
He's not a liar. He embellishes a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
damn. That's in this show that I like. It's about like alternate timelines. They're in like a little different dimension, and then one of the guys surfed in Vietnam for a year instead of served in Vietnam for a year. It's like one of my favorite little bits of writing. Not interesting for this podcast. Let's end the podcast, and then I'm never doing it again. And I regret that, and I won't ever say it again.
Man,
Surf versus served.
if I melted down after every shitty joke I sent out, my brains have been on the wall 45 minutes ago.
Oh, dude, I came up with it. I can't even remember it, but I remember thinking of the dumbest joke last night. As I was going to bed, and I was like, if anybody hears this, if anybody hears my brain, they're gonna be like, "You're the worst comic that's ever existed." I should have typed it in my phone because I would have shared it with y'all.
You were like, how come we
It
park
was-
on driveways and drive on parkways?
Hey, that's funny. That's funny though.
Okay, sorry.
I like
How come
that
you
bit.
drive under?
Did
an
your uncle write that
overpass?
joke?
He would tell you. Mike Warnke stealing from Bill Engvall.
Gallagher, maybe?
I think it was Gallagher. Have you seen a lot of Mike Warnke stuff?
No.
Dude.
Is that the Christian guy with the mullet? Yeah.
Dude.
I've seen all
that dude
yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all Gallagher. It's all blue collar comedy stuff. I feel like I'm a little loud. You want to bring me down a little bit?
Don't bring me down.
Yeah. But
I miss Bill Engvall. What's he been doing?
He retired. That's right.
Here's your sign.
Here's your sign. It
That's
is
right.
fucking hilarious.
No.
He's the worst of all of them.
He
Yeah, he is.
because he's
I
like,
would
all
go.
right,
I would go.
Ron White.
Ron White, Jeff Foxworthy,
Jeff Foxworthy.
Larry the Cable
Larry the
Guy.
Cable Guy,
Yes.
Bill Engvall.
Yeah, 100%. Well, hold on. Larry
At
the
least
Cable
we're-
Guy, Bill Engvall.
Yeah.
No, okay,
Like,
so
he's-
Larry the Cable Guy is complicated because
Now
he's-
that's funny right there.
at the time
It's
he
funny to call
was.
him complicated. He's the simplest human being that's ever existed.
He's not though
He's
because
simple.
that's
simple
not
boy.
him.
Well,
That's what makes it complicated.
my friend, his dad was his manager for a long time,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, he's that just without the accent.
Yeah.
But
No,
he really is like that.
But
got
what
the
I'm
walking
saying
farts.
is that,
Poop lasagna.
like, could you imagine coming up with a character like a Dice Clay or a Larry
Yeah,
the
of
Cable
course.
Guy and being stuck in that for a long time?
Yeah.
Like, it is complicated mentally for the comic, I feel like. I'm not saying he's
Really?
complicated.
You think after 25 years of not having money and then all of a sudden he has his own plane, you think he felt complicated about it?
Yeah,
no,
I don't
but
know.
like,
Nobody liked the real guy.
But you have to do that to fans too. It's not just on stage.
Yeah, so what? Give
Yeah,
me
who
give me
cares?
$500 million. That's right.
That's right.
I'm doing that all the time.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just think that
I don't think it's that
'cause
complicated.
It's not that much of a stretch.
I'm so
for him.
easy to sway.
If he was 16,
I try to make an argument, and then you say something. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
if he was 16 and trapped in it, but after years of toiling in the clubs and not making any money,
Yeah, nothing.
I think something finally working. I don't think it's complicated.
Let's be real. Ron White, we all love. Everybody loves Ron
Yes.
White. He's the best. But Jeff Foxworthy is the shit also.
Yeah,
You think so?
he's
Not in terms of the comedy that I love, but in
he's
terms
in a
of
category, but of that category, he's one of the.
You know, he
better-
hosts. Have you seen the new season of Righteous Gemstones?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
You know
love
the Bible Bonkers.
yeah.
You know Jeff Foxworthy hosts an actual show
Yeah,
like that.
because he did Are You Smarter
Baby
Than a Fifth Grader?
Baby
And then they
Billy's-
did the Bible version
Yes.
of that, yeah.
Wait, everybody has to say it.
Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
Baby. Did I nail it?
Walter, he's one of my favorite on that fucking show,
that
dude.
season
He's
was so good.
Yeah, it was a great season.
I love Keith.
Keith is
Or
really
Keith,
good.
Keith, yeah.
He was like a Nickelodeon like kids show
He's
actor for
so
the longest
funny.
time. And
Oh,
now
was he?
Yeah, he was doing a lot
He's
of those
so
shows for a
funny.
minute, but he's great.
Yeah,
He's
when they
so
finally
fun.
kissed, that was so sick.
I was so hyped.
because when they have the stare down, I was like, are they gonna do it? And they did it.
And
I
they
was like,
didn't.
Damn.
Yeah.
Comes right back, jerks him
And
off,
people
and everything.
shit on Adam Devine, but I thought he was great in that show.
He was born to play that character.
Yeah.
Well, Adam Devine is like
It's
he's
a perfect use of it.
He's to me is walking the line of people view some of the things he's doing as selling out, but it's not selling out to him, and that's the only thing
How
that
does
matters.
a frat boy sell out? I don't understand.
Well,
Like,
but
there was
he,
nothing
like-
like DIY.
Well, but he's a
about him.
comic, and then now he's doing like Pitch Perfect 6 or whatever it is.
So
Which
what?
Which makes
I
the
don't
money,
perfectly
baby.
care. I think it's great, but a lot of people talk.
He's
mostly
not
comics
George
talk shit
Carlin.
about it.
He's not an integrity comic.
He's not.
He's on stage being
Yeah.
like, bro, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way a guy like
I 100% agree, but people do.
he's
talk
a
lot of
walking
shit
keg
about him.
stand.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't even think of him as that. I think of him as like one of those guys that always has to be on. You know?
Yeah, I just
I
don't.
think of that
he
as
just
like
applies-
exhausting sometimes.
Yeah, but he just applies. I think a lot of that type of personality applies to comedic acting really, really well.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty heavy contrast to a lot of stand-up comics
Yeah.
who aren't.
He clearly has a level of self-awareness. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to pull off that character.
Yeah.
That Righteous Gemstones character.
It's so
It's-
good.
yeah,
So
fucking
good.
amazing.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He was the best part of the second season. I didn't like the second season.
I
but I thought his
didn't
narrative.
love it
loved it.
either.
I liked all the big muscle men stuff though.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
The first season though for me is like as
Yeah.
good as it gets. For
I thought
television.
3 was
like-
as good as 1.
I
And
did.
Eric-
I
and Eric-
loved
Wait,
three.
I'm
And
mixing
Eric
up two.
Andre
Which
was
one had
great
Eric
in
Andre?
2.
It was 2. I don't think I like that one.
Yeah,
as much
1
as-
is with the
I don't
kind
really
of.
like Eric Andre. I have to admit it.
I didn't believe him as a Texan.
No, he doesn't apply to some of the roles. Like
They could have gotten certain people that would
a
have
white
been.
guy.
No. I was honestly thinking a black dude, but
There's plenty of black Texans.
yeah, like get like a Bun B or something like that, like
Yeah.
something like
sick,
Houston,
yeah.
like something cool like that. But Eric Andre's, I wasn't buying the Texas aspect of his character, but I thought the end arc of his failure, like I was doing it for us, I was doing it for you, all that stuff, and then like on the beach, all that stuff is great. I rewatched it relatively recently, and it's so good. But yeah, building up to it, I wasn't like.
It's
You
wild that
immediate-
he just murdered him and then they don't talk about it at all.
But you immediately know he's the bad guy at
Of
the start.
course.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
and that was the only thing. Is I would have liked a little more misdirection in season 2, like have another entity that was like maybe.
I'll tell you
they're
my
the-
problem is I wanted a ninja wrestler fight. I wanted the motorcycle ninjas to go up against the Memphis wrestlers.
Ooh,
I thought that was being set up the whole time.
yeah, they kind
How
of
sick would that have been?
Yeah, you're
A
right.
Braveheart brawl?
yeah, because the Memphis wrestler stuff was just for him to break thumbs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it led to, as
Yeah.
opposed to.
A ninja wrestler fucking scrum?
I think the wrestlers with MP5s might have won.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious because I believe they're already doing the next season.
Oh, I thought it was over.
It kind of felt like a series finale.
That's the
They-
one thing. My only complaint about Danny McBride is he loves like a sappy ending.
Yeah, he came out and said
I thought it was
basically
nice.
that every ending of the season is going to feel like it's the end because he doesn't want to leave on a cliffhanger if for some reason they
or he
don't
hasn't been
continue,
confirmed for the next season.
That's literally what he's saying. He's like, I don't want to leave you on a cliffhanger. Have to wait 2 years.
Dude,
for the next
Community
season,
did
or
that
just
like so many seasons because they didn't know if they were going to get another season. So every season feels like an ending.
Yeah.
That's how a newspaper article is written. You know, they write seriously. They write it so you can cut it off at any paragraph.
Yeah,
and it feels complete.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, I got some news stories.
All right. How many other podcasts have talked about him?
None that I've heard.
Okay.
And these are pretty funny. Or at least one is.
You hit your vape like it's a joint.
Shut up.
I was just observing.
Just shut up.
All right.
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
What tarnations is that, my brother, walking up them damn dirt fields? God damn. All the way back from Vietnam.
Are you done?
With your
That's my impression of your family.
Of my dad.
got your liquid chewing tobacco.
No, my dad was like a chubby
Yeah.
8th grader, just being like, "Oh, brother's home."
My dad would have been like, goddamn cocksuckers walking up the fucking street. Holy shit, is that Mike? Mike, what the fuck you doing here, Mike?
You gotta be back in the bushes.
Yeah.
Back,
Holy shit.
back in the thick of it. His dad's all disappointed in him.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yeah, you're supposed to be killing Vietnamese people, making the family proud.
15-year-old Vietnamese boys. Why are you killing them?
For what reason, I don't know.
I'm unsure.
But Kason, they're just getting bombed all day. Well
What podcast is this?
Kason is tough.
What's the news
Hey,
story?
Kason go hard.
Kason go hard.
We threw in Mike Tyson.
Kason
Kason
go
went
hard.
hard.
All right, this is pretty funny. And I know a couple guys that could use it.
Turned into W.
Spiders capable of causing permanent erections shut down entire supermarket.
Whoa.
Like a rigor mortis thing?
Let's see. An Austrian supermarket has been temporarily shut down after one of the world's most dangerous spiders was discovered in a box of bananas. The Brazilian wandering spider, which potentially roamed the aisles of the supermarket owned by Rue Retail Group in a town of 45 miles west of Vienna, was spotted, according to Daily Mail. A bizarre side effect of the spider's bites is the ability to cause a painful, hours-long erections. The impact is so dramatic that the scientists have studied the arachnid as part of research for impetus treatment like Viagra. So I don't think it's rigor mortis. I think it just gives you a big old dong.
So this is in Austria,
Crazy.
you said?
Austria.
So
Did I say Australia the first
No. So there's a
So-
bunch of Austrians with hard-ons going, oh,
It's the spider! Oh, get to the spider!
Oh, it's going soft. I need another.
it really hurts. Ow.
It also feels very good.
I have to come.
I don't know if you've been to Austria, but every single man there is 6'5", has giant muscles, and doesn't actually speak German. They just speak English with a German accent. What
And
are
they-
you doing here?
And they've all been in Predator.
All of them.
So that's fun.
Couple of slack-jawed.
Damn.
So it's basically...
Is that the only, like, it doesn't harm you other than giving you a
You
bone?
basically become Spider-Man for a porn movie.
That would be sick.
I got bit by a spider.
Does
And
it
why
love
Spider-Man-
cocks? Is that why I was in a box of bananas? It just wants
dong.
phallic-shaped. It just bites cocks all day.
Does it only bite
The
dicks?
Brazilian
It
cock
doesn't
spider.
have to bite the dick.
It can bite you on your finger and you get a boner?
It can bite you wherever
No,
you
your,
want, baby.
your finger just becomes stiff.
But
Yeah.
I wonder what that is, like, chemically, that it's, like, just straight up shoots blood to your ding-dong.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if they can make a medicine, it has to come from some sort of...
Well, they're
has to be
researching
some sort of
it.
organic origin to it, yeah.
Like, they're going to, in a few years, they're going to be, like, gas station pills with Brazilian wandering spider.
Yeah, instead
Like,
of instead of rhinos.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing with rhinos, too, is they think that their horns...
Those are
Apply-
dicks.
Yeah.
They're actually boners.
The second horn, if it's a
That's
two-prong.
a clit and a dick?
No, it's like a butt. You know how girls have those dildos with the thing
Yeah,
that goes
yeah.
in the butt
and the
pussy?
wiggler.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what a rhino is. It's like a
That's
butt
the-
pussy.
That's the android cock that
Dildo.
Pete Davidson has. It
Yeah.
comes with both.
That's why he's so popular.
What else you
rhino
got?
cock.
It's not his eyes.
So that wasn't good enough?
No, it was not. I want something else.
My penis is so hard.
All right. What's the most Italian way an Italian man could die?
Drown in sauce.
I would say that he gets crushed by Parmesan cheese.
You are so fucking close. Italian man crushed to death under falling cheese wheels.
Wow. But it wasn't a Parmesan?
It might be. I haven't.
It has to be a hard cheese.
Yeah, I was going to say, a monster.
An Italian man has been crushed to death under thousands of wheels of Parmesan-style cheese.
Wow. Parmesan style?
Baffangulo.
Maybe it's Pecorino Romano.
Giacomo Ciapparini, 74, was buried when a shelf broke in his warehouse in the Lombardy region on Sunday. Firefighters Antonio Ducci, blah, blah, blah. The collapse created a domino effect, bringing down thousands of wheels of cheese, which weighed about 40 kilograms each, 84 pounds for us Americanos.
Holy fuck.
The collapse created I already read that. It took 12 hours to find Mr. Ciapparini's body.
Holy shit.
Man, that's a lot.
That's
a lot of
By the
wheels.
end, there was nothing but a puddle of gravy on the floor.
That's American Italian. This is Italian. Some of the wheels reportedly fell about 33 feet, and a local resident told Italian media the collapse sounded like thunder. The economic damage caused has been estimated at around $6 million.
Dang.
Jesus.
Well, the cheese is fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, it just bounces off the dead body. You
Yeah.
hose it all, it's fine.
It had to have, like, broken. Because the Parmesan is basically
It
held
could
in with a
break.
So
seal.
they
Yeah.
sell at the grocery outlet.
Yeah, well, that's basically what they do anyways. They
Yeah.
break it into just random chunks and sell
But yeah,
it by weight.
one wheel of 84-pound cheese.
Honestly, that
Could kill you.
cheese,
Fucking money, too.
that cheese might sell at a higher rate. Like, this cheese killed someone.
Yeah.
That's a dead man's cheese.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
diamonds that kill people are
Giacomo
more...
Pecorino died under this.
Yeah, blood diamonds are more expensive. It's
Yeah.
just how it works, right?
Is that true?
Yeah.
I would have assumed that ethically sourced diamonds would be more expensive, and the blood diamonds.
There's no such thing as an ethically sourced diamond. There's either blood diamonds or there's fake diamonds. Like lab-made pressed diamonds.
Like titties.
Same thing.
fair.
Lab-made pressed titties.
See
I
the
thought
blood
there-
titties
I thought
or fake titties.
I thought there were.
There's no in between.
I thought there
And
were
there's
ethically
blood titty.
sourced diamonds. Is that made up?
I think that's made up. Yeah, they made that up.
Well,
I'm
can't-
sure people are selling ethically sourced diamonds, and whether or not that's
They
true.
call
You cannot crack the surface of the earth and be ethical.
Why is that?
Because you're hurting Mother Earth.
Oh, shut up.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying the conditions that the people.
Get out of his teepee.
Get out of
His wigwam.
Wigwam.
Wigwam is such a good word.
Wigwam is pretty sick.
Is that just a bigger teepee?
I actually don't know.
Brian, will you look that up?
Yeah. Okay. Difference between
Wigwam and teepee.
TPN, wigwam. Wigwam probably is not even anything close. It's probably
I bet it's a bigger teepee.
a wigwam is a semi-permanent domed dwelling.
Ooh.
so it's like an igloo and a teepee had a baby.
A teepee is a cone-shaped tent.
Yes.
Usually with 3 standing pillars, cross section.
I had a teepee as a kid. Like a kid's teepee.
Yeah.
It was pretty sick. I
That's
mean,
awesome.
you have parties. You know?
You and 2 other guys.
Yeah, we played the Matrix. You know.
Did you smoke in there? You smoke weed in your teepee?
No, this is pre-weed smoke or any smoke.
Yeah, it was before weed smoking time.
Conflict-free diamonds. That's what they're
That's what
called.
I was thinking of.
Conflict free.
Yeah. I've heard that term before.
Yeah, well, that's
But
what Blood Diamond
are
is all about.
conflict-free diamonds sourced from the ground similarly, or are those the lab-created diamonds?
I'll tell you right now. Ethical concerns over
Diamonds are forever. Put your hands up in the sky.
I don't know. The Kimberley process. Have you heard of this?
No.
It's the Kimberley process. This process aims to follow diamonds from mine to market and ensure that conflict diamonds don't enter the global diamond trade. However, there's little oversight and no way to know which mine a diamond came from. So basically, there's no Some dumb bitch named Kimberly made a process that doesn't work.
Thanks, Kim.
Her process is literally like, come on, guys. Please stop it. What the fuck? Oh my god. Did you guys see the fucking fight on the dock of Alabama?
I saw a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
white boys
It
refused to move their boat.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Yeah, it was basically
all the
a
angles.
booze cruise was trying to dock their boat, and there was a pontoon that was just parked there that had already been told that they couldn't park there and were asked to leave by like the people running the dock. And so the guy, I guess, that was working on the booze cruise went over to go tell them, and then the owner of the boat got in an argument with him. So the guy just starts undoing the ties on his boat, the guy that works on the booze cruise, and then all these fucking drunk white bros come over to the guy and start yelling at him, and then they just jump the security guy's a black dude. And once that happens, everyone that's on the booze cruise is kind of like 30 yards in the water away from the dock. One dude jumps off the boat into the water and swims over to the dock to help this guy getting jumped.
Wow.
All these other people that are around
dudes
further in the dock see what's going on and come in, and then like after they jump this guy, the group of white dudes just gets fucking annihilated.
Oh, I didn't know it was a happy ending.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
there's a happy ending.
Oh, and it gets
that's why I
and
didn't
they all
watch
got
it. I thought it was a
arrested.
sad
And all
ending.
the white people got arrested.
all the white people got there's an image at the end of this dude who he's not knocked out, he's just fucked up, laying face first, and his Bo, give me this shoe. Give me the shoe. His feet are broken
Yeah, both of them.
through the
Crocs.
shoes, and
They're
these
Crocs.
are
They're
Crocs
Crocs.
up on his calves.
What the fuck happened? I've heard getting beat out of your shoes. I've never heard getting beat deeper into your
He
shoes.
threw his shoes.
Oh my god! And
Well, I
then,
will beat you through your
and then
shoes.
so
That's
once
not possible.
once it gets
10
to
minutes
that
later.
point,
Yeah.
so this dude is fucked up, right? It gets to that point. It's nearing the end, right? There's a dude, an older black dude, who is just fed up, and he has a folding chair and is just WWF hitting people.
Oh my god!
Over there.
Oh my god!
Oh my! And then, but the very last one is there's a fucking old white lady who was trying to fight this other black dude and got pushed down and is sitting down like this, just legs straight out.
Oh,
standing
foo.
up, and the dude just. Whoa! Right. It was. Oh, it's the best part of the video. It's so funny. Every review of the video is hilarity. We do not condone this last part. Oh, but it's
I do.
amazing. I 100% do. It's one of the funnier videos of the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
decade. Yeah.
You want to get in the mix, you're gonna get spun or something.
Yeah,
sounds right.
it was. Yeah, fuck around, find
they-
out.
they-
You know,
Yeah.
don't talk no shit, won't be no shit. There's all sorts of.
Yeah. You gonna get in the mix, you gonna get spun.
Yeah.
That's like making dough, is what that's about.
Bowling horns, whatever you want to
Ass
say.
beat
Yeah.
cake.
That's right.
Oh, good for that.
Oh my god! But it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, please check it out.
Yeah, they're calling it the Montgomery
Brawl.
Brawl.
Oh, that's what it's called now.
Yeah, the
All right.
Montgomery Brawl.
It's got a name.
Montgomery.
It's historical at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
fuck.
bunch of boys, they hit pause on the Pat McAfee show to go fucking jump some old black guy and end up getting their asses beat.
I don't know why you got to throw Pat McAfee into
It's
there.
not his fault. It's not his fault.
Yeah, you don't pick your audience.
But I'm
you
just
know?
saying, I don't think that's what they were watching.
Well, I mean, I actually.
They were listening to
watching,
it on the radio.
They were watching Gutfeld.
Yeah. Gutfeld live. Oh, it's just so funny.
Replays
This is
of
so
Gutfeld.
funny. Ooh, I hate gay people. Ooh.
Brother, I hate this.
Sorry, that was my Miley Cyrus impression.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was accurate.
Yosemite Virus.
Cyrus. Ooh.
Ooh, I'm gonna
I can't tell if you're macho.
brother.
Oh my god.
Macho Miley Cyrus.
Yosemite macho.
Oh,
Holy fuck! All
we
right,
have
let's get the fuck
Don't
out of here.
break my
guys.
heart.
How are we on time?
breaky heart.
That's my daddy's song.
I'm gonna take my blown wig off. All right.
What is our time?
You're at an hour.
We
We're at
hit
an
an hour. Yeah, we're about to hit them with some, you know, the things.
Ooh, it's a bull's backyard barbecue.
What is that?
That's a jazz trumpet. If you hit the bottom one closest to Taylor, that's the Pitbull song. All right, folks, here we are. You can't press that button without me turning into this guy.
Coming to the stage, Cindy.
All right, here are my social medias, you guys. God damn.
We're gonna get fucking pulled. Bo's backyard?
Bo's plugs are going down.
No. Bo's giving up the backyard.
I'll be at
No, but I got big business ideas coming up real soon.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll unrelated
pyramid
to-
scheme stuff.
No pyramid. This is straight up big business.
Straight up
Yeah.
vertical building.
My nickname used to be Bo Big Business. I don't know if y'all knew that.
I thought it would be Big Bo.
Nope, big business. So yeah, just follow
Big
me
Bo'sness.
at Bone Thugs and eHarmony. Follow us on YouTube at
What's Wrong With
What's
Me
Wrong With Me
Podcast.
podcast, and it comes up pretty easily. We're moving up in the ranks. We're not
right.
buried by 1,000 fucking other YouTubes.
Yeah, there's like people will do an episode called "What's Wrong with Me," and
Yeah.
it'll just be up there. So
Yeah.
fuck you if you say that.
So we're like the second thing. Go to that.
yeah. It just look for the page.
Like
then
and
click on the
subscribe.
page. Yeah,
Maybe
do
even
the
hit that
things.
bing bong bell.
Boing.
It's going down.
Mr. Brian
I'm yelling
Vokey.
timber.
When's this coming out? Not to be that guy.
It's next week.
Sooner than later, before Friday.
Okay, well, this Thursday I'll be headlining the Mic Drop
try to get it
Comedy
up.
Club
Try to
in
get it up.
Chandler, Arizona, and then on
nice.
August 30th I'll be headlining the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego.
I was gonna ask how many mic drop clubs.
Two.
Just the two. Okay.
Just the two.
And who's this
right.
Mike guy? Comedy.
All right, folks.
All right, Bo will not be here next week. Check out my Instagram at Rizzo. My other podcast, Getting Doug with High, that I do every Tuesday with Doug Benson and Alicia Glass. That is on patreon.com/gettingdoug, $4.20 a week. No, a month. Not a week. That'd be too much. But we get stoned and do all sorts of stuff. That was rude. Yeah, we'll be back next time. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Love you guys.